Dear friends, praise Lord. My name is Deni Prakash. Our Lent series is titled as the 40 Unwanted Guests. Today's unwanted guest is Mr. Wrong Priority. The passage is taken from Luke chapter 10 verses from 38 to 42. What is your first priority in your life? And what is your first priority as a follower or disciple of Jesus Christ? Our priorities are derived from our values. According to what we value, we prioritize things. So as Jesus followers, what is our first priority? Here is an incident where we see Martha and Mary. It's an incident about many things versus one thing that is needful. If you read verse 38, we read like this. It happened as they went on their way, he entered into a certain village. Verse 38. Luke does not name the village, but John tells us that Mary and Martha reside at Bethany. John chapter 11 verses 1 and 2, chapter 12 verses 1 to 3. It is here that Jesus will raise Lazarus from dead. John 11, 17 to 44. It is here in the same house that Mary would washes Jesus' feet with perfume and wipes the feet with her hair. John chapter 12 verses 1 to 3. Jesus is on his way to Jerusalem where he will die. Bethany is near to Jerusalem, only 2 miles away from it. Now it is important for Jesus' disciples and for all of us as his followers to understand one thing that is needful. Here we read about Martha and Mary. Both of them are right. What one thing that we should look from here? Priority was not right. Both of them were doing a good job for Jesus Christ and Jesus would be pleased. But what is the first priority that you want to do? Because you may prioritize many things, but what one thing that is needful of us? If you look at the word in verse 40, we understand that it has a connotation of being pulled or dragged in different directions. Distraction. Martha was distracted about the things that she was doing, worried about it. When we invite Jesus, two things can happen. You see, Martha invited Jesus into her home. It is for all of us, it is very important that we invite Jesus to our hearts, to our homes every day, because Jesus is our guest in our every conversation and at our every meal. Two things can happen when we invite Jesus. First of all, we will be either under the feet of Jesus listening to him, or we will be top of Jesus speaking about him. Remember a cat and a dog. Cat would be running around here and there, busy, so busy. Even when the owner comes, the owner could not find where the cat is. So running, so busy. But you take a dog. The moment it heard the noise of the owner, she would just come and run around the owner. And the owner would see, and the dog would see the owner. Very similarly, we do so many things for Jesus, but if we start thinking about it, we will understand that we might have done those things for Jesus, but without Jesus. We spend more time in doing things without being with Jesus. We have been doing so many things for Jesus that we are not able to give time to Jesus. We speak about him, but we don't speak to him. We give lectures about him, but we don't listen to him. We serve him all the time, but we don't even spend time with him. That is the problem. That is the problem we see in Martha's life. She was doing an excellent job, but she would not pay attention to Jesus' word. The moment we serve him, we should not serve him with complaints. We should serve him joyfully. Martha was complaining to Jesus about Mary. That was her problem. We are doing so many things for God, but while we do, we complain. Don't do any work for God with constraint. You don't trouble yourself. You should be joyful in doing that. Some people say work is worship. No, worship is work. We should worship God in everything that we do. Mary was seeking God, sitting at the feet of God, sharing with God her needs. It is very important that in our busy, restless world, we take rest, we pause for a while, spend time with Jesus alone, speaking to him, listening from him. Let us sit under the feet of Jesus before we stand for Jesus. Because when we sit and hear Him, He will guide us what to do, how to do, when to do. Mary was sitting at the feet of Jesus. She would know what to do next. His word will tell us where to go. He would guide us what to say. There are Marthas and Marys in our life. Sometimes we do things for God without Jesus. Sometimes we just being hearers but not doers. Or we may be just doers but without faith, without hearing Him. Both are important. What Mary did and Martha did. But what was important is choosing what is the one thing that is needful. Let us choose the first priority as a follower of Jesus Christ. What is the first priority in your life as a disciple of Jesus? Shall we pray? Lord Jesus, I may have many things that I am doing for you, but now it is a time for me to pause and spend time with you, knowing what is the one thing that you expect from me to do. Am I Mary or am I Martha? Help me to realize that, Lord, I don't have wrong priorities, but I set right priority from the many things that I have listed down. In Jesus' name, amen. God bless you.